Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss about the meaning of demand and its main characteristics. The word demand is very familiar and common for all of us, so that we often confuse its meaning with some other terms such as want, desire, wish, etc. But in economics, the word demand refers to the amount of a commodity or service which an individual buyer or a household is willing to purchase at a given price during a given period of time. So, in economics, the word demand means when an individual buyer or a consumer holds demand for a good or a service, then he must have the willingness to pay for it, and he must possess the ability to pay for it. For example, if I have a desire to buy a car or a phone, but I don't have the money to pay for it, or I don't have the willingness to pay the amount, then it will be simply called as wish or a desire or a want, but not demand. A demand must be effective desire, that is the desire which is backed by the willingnesses and also the ability to pay for it. Now, if we talk about the characteristics of demand, the first characteristic will be the ability to pay. When an individual buyer or a consumer holds the demand for a good or service, then he or she must have the ability to pay for it. If the consumer or the buyer do not possess the ability to pay for the good or service, then that willingness will not be called as demand. The second characteristic is willingness to pay. Along with the ability to pay, the consumer must have the willingness to pay the price for the good or the service. If the consumer or the buyer do not have the willingness to pay the proper amount for the good or the service, then that willingness cannot be called as demand in economics. The third characteristic is demand is always at a price. Talking about demand without referring to its price will be meaningless. The consumer must have the knowledge of both the price and the commodity to fulfill its demand. The last characteristic is demand is always per unit of time, and that time may be a day, a week, a month, or a year, or any period of time. It means that an individual can have the demand for a good or service for a definite period of time, which can differ from one individual to another individual, and this period of time can be short or long depending upon the individual. So these are the main characteristics of demand. I hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you.